You have never seen a trash can like this before. Hello everyone and welcome to this new video from Free Dreams 106 channel. Today dreamers, we're going to look at a new electronics project I've been working on for a while now, and I've been really looking forward to sharing it on the channel with you. It's a hybrid project that combines 3D printing, laser cutting, mechanics and electronics, complete with an Arduino. In short, everything we like to tinker with on the channel. So, in today's video I'll take you step by step from the concept to the prototypes, all the way through the assembly and final testing. I'll explain how the unique mechanism I chose works, and how I integrate the sensor and the Arduino Nano to control the motor that opens this trash can. Have I piqued your curiosity? Then leave a like and let's get started. It all started with a mechanism I discovered recently, the iris mechanism, the same one used in cameras. It works with overlapping blades that move closer together or further apart to create a wider or narrower opening. As soon as I saw it, I thought I want to use this in a project. So I started thinking about something I could pair it with. Since I'm experimenting with electronics because I want to learn more about this field, I decided to include an Arduino in this project. So, after some thought, I came up with a really funny idea: an electronic trash can that opens simply by waving your hand in front of it. For the base, I'll design a simple basket, but the top will have an opening controlled by an iris mechanism. I'll place an ultrasonic sensor at the front to detect a hand, and when the sensor sends a signal, the Arduino Nano will control the motor connected to the mechanism to open the blades. Well, all that's left is to start designing. I began by looking for guides on how to design this type of mechanism. At first, I turned to Learn Everything About Design, who has posted 3 tutorials on different types of mechanisms like this. I tried to follow all the instructions in the videos, but a problem immediately arose. Those mechanisms weren't designed for 3D printing or for manufacturing in general. After a few failed attempts, I explored simpler alternatives, optimized specifically for 3D printing, and produced dozens of prototypes. None of them, however, fully convinced me, and I just couldn't get the iris mechanism out of my head. So I decided to persevere and redesign everything from scratch. I went back to YouTube and followed a tutorial by CAD Knowledge as a starting point. At first I followed their instructions step by step, but even then I realized that as it stood, that mechanism wasn't going to work. So I began analyzing what I needed to change to make that system suitable for 3D printing. I designed a base to mount the gear wheels, the heart of the mechanism, and figured out how to attach them to the frame. For the motor, I included the mounting holes and an additional gear wheel to double the torque, so I could use a stepper module that isn't too powerful. I printed lots of test parts to make sure everything worked, really a lot of them. This is probably the project for which I've made the most prototypes so far. I also tested some structures on which to mount the Arduino Nano and ultrasonic sensor. I want to share a useful tip with you on this topic. In the GarbCAD library, you'll find tons of ready-made models of various components and assemblies. I downloaded the ones for my electronics components, and integrated them into my CAD software to ensure precise holes and spacing with minimal trial and error. After all these attempts, I arrived at the final model. To ensure everything works correctly, I took a few precautions during the slicing phase. First of all, the outer gear wheels needs supports, so I'll take advantage of my Anycubic Cobra X multi-material printing capabilities by using PETG as the support material. This way I'll have supports that peel off immediately and leave a better finish on the part compared to using PLA exclusively. Additionally, since the motor isn't very powerful, I need to keep the gear wheels lightweight, so I'll use 2 walls and 10% infill. All that's left is send it to print. If you are enjoying this video, I would like to remind you that you can show your support for the channel with a small gesture such as leaving a like below or a comment. I would also like to remind you that I've recently enabled channel memberships for anyone who would like to contribute to my work for just €2.99. Thanks to everyone who supports me. To give the trash can a more polished look, I chose to make a laser cut panels using special materials. Walnut plywood from Creatorally. On the channel we have often used poplar and birch plywood, which are inexpensive and easy to find, but for a more elegant finish I prefer woods with a more pronounced grain and color. Many people treat standard plywood with stains to give it that extra touch, but it's a time-consuming process that requires patience, and the color isn't always uniform. These Creatorally panels have a beautiful grain and hue, and they are double-sided, meaning that they feature the grain on both sides. So I chose them specifically for this project. If you're interested, you can find them on the Creatorally website, along with lots of other fantastic materials. I'll leave all the links below in the description. I modeled the walls in CAD and exported the profiles as the EXF files for the laser cutter. I'm importing them into Acme Tool because I'll be using my 33W Acme P2 for cutting. I also leave a link to this machine in the description, and above is the review I published about it a few months ago. To ensure the wood grain runs in the same direction on all the pieces, I arranged the profiles on 2 panels. My cutting settings are 90% power and 450 mm per minute. Cutting the plywood on the 33W P2 is really fantastic because it takes almost no time at all. Alright, let's send it to print. Now that we have all the pieces, we can tackle the electronics. As I mentioned earlier, I decided to use an Arduino Nano for this project, paired with an ultrasonic sensor and a stepper motor. My initial plan was to use a small servo motor to avoid additional modules, but it didn't provide enough torque to drive the mechanism. So these are the components, and this is the circuit. I soldered connectors to the Arduino Nano so I could use DuPont wires, which are very convenient for electronics projects. The code is very simple but does exactly what I needed to. The sensor will scan the environment to determine if my hand is at a threshold distance of 15 cm or less, and if so, it will send a signal to the Arduino Nano to activate the motor. Once the mechanism opens, the microcontroller will wait 3 seconds and then close it again. Well, now that we really have everything, all that's left is to assemble the trash can. And here's the assembled trash can. It looks great, but I yet don't know if it works. So we have to test it. Let's hope for the best. Wow, it works! This mechanism is really fascinating. The motor creates a smooth motion and the sensor has no trouble detecting my hand. I really like the walnut plywood finish. It's much more elegant than regular plywood. I'm really happy with this project. It's probably one of the most complex ones I've done so far, and I can't wait to share even more interesting projects on the channel. Let me know in the comments below what you think of my trash can, and in the meantime, if you like the video, give it a like and check out these others.